Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In my previous video in Salesforce CPQ, we have seen how can we split a code based on certain criteria. Today, we are going to learn about contracted pricing. So, how we can set up that in Salesforce CPQ and what it is. Okay. So first thing first, what is contracted pricing? That's we're gonna see today. Then key features of contracted pricing, how to configure it, a use case, and we'll review the configuration of the use case. So what is contracted pricing? So contracted pricing refers to the pricing arrangement or agreement between buyer and seller. So sometimes it happens when we go and purchase something with the seller, we do an agreement like whenever I come to purchase this stuff, you're gonna send it to me on the same price that you are sending or selling it today. That means today the price is 100 and he's giving it to you on $80, right? Then for the next part as well, when we swap, we're gonna get it on $80 only. It is an agreement between both the parties on a specific term or condition that determines the pricing of goods or services, as we talked about. Key feature: it's a long-term agreement. It's a volume discounting also. The discount-based volume also applies to that. It refers to the fixed or tiered pricing as well. Any customization that's been happened, like you have created some customization and created a contracted pricing record, that also comes into the picture. Price stability, it provides the price stability, right? So whatever at whatever price you have purchased today, the same price you're gonna get it tomorrow as well. Then the negotiation, right? It's the result of negotiation, right? Let's say you do a negotiation with the buyer, seller, right? Like I wanna get it on 5%. They're saying like, no, you get only 2%, right? So that's the negotiation. At that of negotiation, you end up having contracting that price. Now, how to configure it? So creation of contracted price is dependent on the following. Manual creation, you can create manually record of contracted price. Auto creation using generate contracted price field available on quote line. Automatic creation of contracted price using generate contracted price field available on quote. Now, generate contracted price fields have following values. If it is price, then CPQ will create contracted price with whatever amount, net amount that is there, right? With that price coming into the price field. Discount schedule. So if the product is having discount schedule, then whatever price is coming uh, as a result of discount being applied, that price is not coming into the price field, but rather the discount schedule itself gets related to the contracted price. And we'll see this. So don't worry about it. We'll see the example as well. And do not generate. It says like don't generate a contracted price for this particular line. By default, if you don't select anything, it will be do not generate. There won't be any value, but that means do not generate contracted price. Now, generate contract price having value as discount schedule will only create contract price if your record is if the product is associated with a discount schedule or a discount schedule is related to your product. So make sure, right? Now, use case. ABC Corporation is selling few products to Acme and they're selling at some discounted rate. Both the parties have agreed that all the future purchase being made for that product will carry over those discounted prices. Now, ABC Corporation decides to implement this through contract pricing in Salesforce CPQ. Now, let's review that. Okay. So, before going to quote, let me show you I have two products. One is CP type 1, second is CP type 2. CP type 1 is not having any discount schedule defined, whereas CP type 2 is having a discount schedule defined, which does have discount tiers, which is a quantity based tiers like 1 to 11, 5% discount, and 11 to 21, 10% discount, right? Okay. So let's just view through. So I'll take it for the first one. I'll edit the line, and what I'll do is I'll add the CP type 1 product. I'll select this, and I can see the price is 100. Now I'll apply 20% discount. Now the price became 80. Now we are doing it with quote line field. So over here I can define it is price. right? So the field is generate contracted price, right? And I selected price over there, and I'll save. If I don't want to do this, right, what I can do is I can again go over here. So this is line level, right? So I'll just remove this from line level to show you to both the stuff, right? And the next one will do a line level. I'll just save it, and I can go over here and I select generate contracted price and price. So what happens is if you do it over here, then that will apply to all the quote lines. Those belongs to this particular product, and it will generate contracted price for each line if it is discount based, not a discount schedule based pricing. Right? Okay. So this is generalized level. If you do it over here, then it will apply to all the lines belongs to that particular quote. What I'll do is I'll mark this as ordered, and I'll go to related list. I'll see an order getting created. I'll activate the order, and we'll create a contract out of this order. So as soon as my contract gets created, let me just refresh it. I'll see a contracted price getting created related to that particular contract. I'll go down, and you see a contracted price got created, which is having price as $80. Correct? Because we have provided 20% discount, so it's coming as 80. Now, let me create another quote. Okay, I'll just edit line, and I'll add both the products, CP type 1 and type 2. Let's see the price. So the very next time I'm purchasing, it is coming as $20, right? Because $20 less, right? Because the price that we agreed is $80, and thus we are getting it at $80. The second one we are getting at 95 USD, which is discount schedule based price, right? Okay, so thus we are getting it over there. Now I'll save it, but now instead of doing this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply it from line level. So I'm gonna apply it only for one because for this one we have already got contracted price. So I'll make it a discount schedule, and I'll save it. Now I can go over here, I can mark it as ordered, and because of that, an order gets created. I'll navigate to the order, I'll activate the order as well, and let me mark it as contracted to create the contract out of it. And then when I refresh the page and I'll go to the contract, I'll see another subcontracted price getting created, and now you see price is blank. Rather, the discount schedule is being copied over. So whenever this product is being added again, the discounting being applied based on this discount schedule, which is related to this contract pricing. So this is how you can work with contracted price and enter into a long-term contracting agreement with the customer. So I hope you guys have liked this video. If you like this video, please share it with your colleagues or whoever want to learn. So please like and share the content. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you, Bye.